predicted, Glenn definitely held out on us, and he came back with a very, very strong product lineup and offering for the Fast and Furious set. And I think at this point, the Kaido House release can just be long gone and forgotten. The One Night in Malaysia dinner was yesterday in Malaysia, and with that event, he showcases a lot of the releases. Now, we're going to talk about two things here. First, we'll talk about the dinner exclusive items, which are 2 cars that was announced the day before yesterday. And then just yesterday, in the middle of the night, a lot of people were starting to show off the 10 other releases that he has lined up. So starting with the dinner car, you're actually going to be getting, as I was probably predicting, the Velside RX-7, right? He already had the tooling for that, so it only made sense that there's a nice little color change and bam, card it, package it, and release it. But the other one that actually did catch me a little bit by surprise is Brian's orange Toyota Supra. Now this thing, obviously iconic, and actually makes me think that Glenn had this in the queue for a long time, even before they announced the whole Fast and Furious collaboration, because you have to think that he went through a prototyping phase, making the tooling to even come out with this, because this is a first of its kind, brand new tooling type of thing. You can see all the details in terms of the tampo that's on the side skirt. Of course, it's going to have the APR GT wing on there. The wheels look accurate and as they should be on this Supra. It does have the Bomix arrow everywhere. The front bumper is there. It's got the TRD spoiler and graphics that we're all used to seeing. So this is actually a very big surprising release. Now, a lot of the buzz and comment section is hoping that this is not just an event exclusive. And to me, I believe Glenn will do a worldwide pre-order for this item, because there's no way that 2 of the headlining hero cars from various Fast and Furious movies is going to just be a dinner exclusive. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. So I'm pretty sure Glenn is going to do a regular release of the Supra, right? It's going to have a different card. It's not going to be an exclusive. And the same for the RX-7. So yes, the card will be different, but who cares? As long as we're not pairing scalpers and, trying to get these event exclusives, we'll be okay. Next up, let's talk about all the different releases that happened at the dinner itself. So usually Glenn has a display case full of some of the new prototypes and things that are coming out, and it was chock full of Fast and Furious items. So a total of 12, including the 2 that was mentioned as part of the exclusive. So there's 10 extra cars to talk about here. So starting with the big one, I think, and a lot of fans probably like this one. And again, the reason why the Kaido House is not going to matter anymore is going to be Brian's Nissan Skyline R34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. This one having everything that we could have hoped for this release. So can't wait to see that one. And of course, moving down the line, you've got to have the 1970 Dodge Charger. This is going to be the black one from the first one. And there's actually a few variations of this one that you can see. There's 2 other ones in addition to the main one. You're also going to have the Ford Mustang Fastback. That's the one that had the RB26 swap from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift that Sean drove. You've got the Lamborghini LM002, which was more of the cartel henchman type of car that was shown in the desert and tunnel sequences of Fast and Furious. You've got another version of the Ford Mustang Fastback. We've got the Mona Lisa, which is going to be the Nissan Silvia S15 with the C-West kit. This was also in Tokyo Drift, driven by Sean. And last but not least, we've got both Velside S2000s. That's going to be Johnny Tran's black S2000 and Suki's pink S2000. So these releases make sense because they do have the president of Velside there attending the event. In my opinion, this is already a pretty epic lineup. I think the icing on the cake might have been the Mitsubishi Eclipse, which I'm sure they're still working on that in the background. And of course, Dom's RX-7 version as well. But good things take time. And like I said, for them to pump out this many for the event is actually an incredible feat in itself. So I wouldn't worry about them not releasing these items. Now, this might be a personal thing, but what I would really like to see is some of the background and sidecars. For example, the EJ Civic Coupes, right? Those black ones, the Grand National, the VW Jetta, the Nissan Maxima, the R33, Hector's, what is that? The Velside EG hatchback, and even maybe the Evo, right? That green Evo that was in the movie. Those would also be pretty cool to see, but there are so many options and so many things that Mini GT can build on. You better be sure that Model Cars Houston is gonna have all these pre-orders available once they start releasing, so get ready for that. And I will see you guys in the next video.